lot of other phenomenons we see in society that are driven by the same echo chamber effect. Our politics, the increasing polarization of our politics is probably related to a similar kind of thing, and that people who feel marginalized and angry can find other people who feel marginalized and angry and then rally around whatever that cause may be, whether it's a candidate or a constitutional issue or, sadly, something like this. But in terms of the profile of who it is that is likely to actually do something like this, like in San Bernardino, Syed Farouk, the husband of that pair, I think some people have overlooked that while he's Pakistani descent, but he was actually born in the United States. His wife was born in Pakistan. But so there we really have a very vivid example of the thing we're most afraid of.
Well, and the profile, so one of the takeaways of the 300 plus cases we looked at is the profile is average age 29, third married, third kids, average education, similar other Americans, average incomes, not low levels of criminality, low incidence of mental health issues. So they're ordinary Americans. And in fact, San Bernardino, when we came to that conclusion before San Bernardino, 27 and 28, he was making $70,000 a year. They're married, they have kids, solidly part of the American middle class. They were living the American dream in a lot of senses, and yet they go out and kill 14 co-workers. So, that the why is that's a really interesting question. And I examine a number of cases in the book, and when you get into the why question about anything, the more you know about it, often the less clear that is, because you can say, oh, well, Major Nidal Hasan was clearly an Islamist fanatic when he killed these 13 soldiers and 12 soldiers and one civilian at Fort Hood. Well, I talked to his cousin who grew up here in Virginia, Nader Hasan, and they're double first cousins, so they're genetically almost like brothers, and they grew up like brothers. And Nader is a successful criminal defense lawyer in Arlington, and his brother went on to become an army major, and then, of course, a mass murderer. And his cousin says that Major Nidal Hasan, basically went postal and sort of dressed it up in the garb of Islam. He was unmarried or about to turn 40. He had probably no relationships of any kind with no sexual relationships. He had no friends. He was very concerned about deploying to Afghanistan. So when you really begin looking into the details of these cases, yes, Islamic theology of a certain stripe can be influential. But then there's my wife is from Louisiana. I'm going to use this metaphor. It's usually a kind of a gumbo of different things, of different kind of ingredients. Okay, there's Islamist theology, there's personal disappointments, there's frustration with American foreign policy. But for each person, it's a little bit different. And this gets back to the why question. Lots of people object to American foreign policy. Lots of people have personal disappointments. Very few of them just go out and kill innocent. The Boston Marathon bombers killed an 8-year-old boy, critically wounded, severely wounded his sister, who was also very young, killed a Chinese exchange student, age 23, and killed a restaurant manager, age 29, female. For what?